schedule, bro. They gotta look at this schedule. These superstars tell you something. That load management and them taking time off. The Spurs being the smartest team in the league, and they've been doing this, for a long time. Taking back to Tim Duncan days, this load management thing. That's a lot to ask of these athletes, and I can't help but to think a Klay Thomas injury is as much the normal fatigue of going so deep into a damn postseason as anything else. That looked like a fatigue failure ACL injury more than they got. I think they just got to look at that regular season game, man. They be wild.
Let's let the world know. Everybody don't know what load management is. Load management is when you sit players just to rest them. So we're everyday guys. As fans, how would you feel? You can buy one ticket a year. You go to see your favorite NBA star, and they're not playing that night, and you bought a ticket for load management.
I should get my money back.
Hold on. Because at the end of the day, the whole fact, too, even with the game thing that you were saying, cool, we can jump into it, is the fact that the game's not going to get lower because that's money out of the owner's pocket. 42 games at home. You get what I'm saying? So if you talk about 68 games, we're talking about less games, less money going to the owner's pocket.
But I get it. I get it, but like unfortunately, that's like a backwards argument because the season ain't always been that long. The length of the postseason definitely has been a relatively new history. We was grown when they changed the format.
The first,
of the postseason.
first round.
The more games. So that's just more money that they've been getting for a longer.
It was best 3 out of 5.
Right. First round was.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember the first round being that way.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
It would be harder to reverse it, but if you got your superstars with year-long injuries, you got to look at it.
But know what they do? They extended the season where you got. Remember when we was kids or we was younger, the season started on Halloween. Now the season starts
the second week of October. Yeah.
Right. So they not going to knock down the games. If anything, the season will expand longer.
So that was a good step. What they did, they like to your point, Neef, they changed the season up to like not have as many back to backs and all these extra things. Whatever they do, so that whatever it is that takes that stress off of the load of these joints and ligaments of your superstars. They did it in the NFL. In the NFL, they play two-hand touch with quarterbacks because you realize you can't have your star quarterback go out. You can't have Tom Brady tear ACL on some bullshit. You got to change the rule because they need him behind center, 16 games or whatever. Because you know what I'm saying? So like they did it. They doing it right. I just think it needs to be a concerted effort to know that Kawhi Leonard is probably right to load manage himself. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how they limping into these playoffs, and it take as you see him limping off the podium.
Listen, you see
the whole time.
You see the injury. You see the thing with him and Kyle Lowry, and Kyle was like, "What's up, big guy?" And he was like, "Yo, I'm limping now." Like, you know what I mean? It really kicked in. But I think with the load management thing, I think it definitely, and I'm sorry to the home fans, this should definitely be a thing where though you do it on home games. I think away games, the stars should play because, like you said, like it's noted. They come to the city one time or a couple times, but most of the time, especially when it's East and West, if you're an East Coast team going West, you're only going to be there one time. So load management, I think, should stay away from away games.
I think that's a good point. I definitely think that's a good point. Man, these guys are playing too long. I mean, I think when I think about the NFL, even though I know it's more aggressive on your body, we wait a long time to watch NFL games. I feel like with basketball, we really not waiting that long, man. We're waiting so much. And, you got to get back in the rhythm. Now, always got to stay in shape. I mean, it's really like a 24/7 gig. So I'm with you, Neef. I don't really think they're going to cut the season. I don't think they're going to cut the money off. So load management would definitely be the way to go. You kind of seen people do that because I kind of feel like anyway, like I've seen the Rockets do that with Chris Paul. They just sitting him like he could have played. So you see people do that, of course, out of necessity. But if this becomes a part of the regimen, to your point, cool, you definitely got to see that.
Don't abuse it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we want the best players playing
Say
in the most meaningful time.
Call it out early, like announce it early. You know what I mean? Give people the option to know if they not seeing they favorite that night. I don't know how you can do it, but you know.
I mean, you want to see when you buy that ticket, man. I can't especially like if you don't have the privilege or the opportunity to go out there and be a season ticket holder or something like that, and you taking your kids out, with hard-earned money. Of course, you want to see the stars come out that day. You don't want to go to a play and see it's supposed to be Denzel starting the play, and then you got somebody else who's not Denzel.
You got Chris Spencer.
Right, yeah, man. You don't want to. Yeah, I like Chris Spencer.
He's funny. He's funny.
Chris Spencer's funny as stuff. I like Chris. Y'all know who Chris Spencer is?
Yeah.
He played the Muslim bull on how to be don't be a menace to South Central in the hood.
I always make the joke because of Vibe. He didn't he never, he got removed from Vibe. But
he was on the Jamie Foxx show too.
Yeah, but ever since then he's had a great career.
Yeah, he do a lot of behind the scenes shit though. Mm-hmm. But